The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this offense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move, it's Durham. Showing off the arm.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Slithers into space. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll run the counter. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And this is a big third down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big third down coming up.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The catch, now to get to the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He's got it down the left side. Here he goes. The 20. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. There's some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, all the calls.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, But after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the 1st half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field. But again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get to him as he throws. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring run.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to change this route. Robinson will throw. There he goes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, The guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now... Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Breaks into the open. Oh, he's got a chance.
No way he feels about that.
Made, but not just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Robinson looking to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong
Get out.
at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Ooh, nice.
Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Pushed through behind his pad. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the time with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Robinson will throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Holden. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Robinson looking to pass. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Hurricanes are flying down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Robinson will throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to go up top. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's sticky. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback may change this route. Robinson looking to pass. With the catch, it's Marshall. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he's got it at the 30. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. One more snap coming before halftime.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Finds a man on the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys...
He's loose on the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Working that left side now. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Dickey.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Here on third down for this offense. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Hand off from the shotgun. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He might want another play. Robinson will throw. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
They'll immediately call timeout. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. I think he lost it in the sun. He muffed it. This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after three. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Hauls it in. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 20. The Razorbacks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Quarterback making adjustments. Robinson looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up your running game later on.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not
turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. The sweet feet buy a little time. The short hands, it's Marshall. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Robinson will throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They put the first points on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Now on the option. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quarterback adapting. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. And after the turnover, out of bounds at the 12 to set up this offense.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Throwing on the run. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Robinson looking to pass. It's complete to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete to the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Canes will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert on fourth down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes another momentum-building.
LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now adjusting. He's going to run it. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Robinson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got away. There he goes. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But that
catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And that one's way too far for everybody.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. So now it's second and long. Robinson looking to pass. He's got the tight end. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Got his man. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that.
Makes the catch down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Finds his big tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Robinson will throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Might be looking to run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this...
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really...
Picked off to stop the threat.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Now improvising. He caught it! That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He caught it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They got zilch on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. They'll run the option. The pitch. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The offense changing the play. Robinson looking to pass. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down one possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. LSU right back to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Robinson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They go right back to it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the...
Turning it on! He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got a man, it's Dickey. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here comes the heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Robinson looking to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to take off. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, he comes up with a huge 1st down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
He wants it all. Touchdown, LSU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it? Tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds the tight end. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They're working that to the side. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Robinson will throw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, you complete a pass like that, Jesse, get into plus territory, and now the defense starts feeling the heat.
And in these situations, coaches always tell their quarterback, just get a completion, get the drive going so we can get some momentum.
Lots of room to run. 10. Touchdown, Canes. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. At the 35, he's open. They're working against the clock. He's out of bounds after a pickup of 12.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the first down, and then...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting at third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody, like forcing it in.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success, and you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Robinson looking to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Moving away from pressure. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Got out of trouble and throws. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. With the catch, it's Dickey. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes one. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
Robinson will throw. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Finds his man open. He's loose. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Dances away. He'll pull it down. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Snap from the gun on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This time on target. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Robinson looking to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to throw it. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Robinson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Look out, he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Robinson looking to pass. Going over the top. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Caves! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the move from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Snagged in the middle, it's Nicky. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new...
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And no one can get a handle on it. Ball goes out of bounds on the onside kick attempt. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Buys a little extra time. He throws one to the left. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to scramble. Blasted as he lets it go.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Robinson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
He wants to change this route. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Robinson looking to pass. Into the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He stopped, not much on the return.